I'm so sad. There's part of me that wishes I never would have came back to try and be in my kids' life. Like, there's a big part of me that thinks I should just let the whole thing go and let the all the lies and stuff, just let them go. And like, no one, it never turns out for anybody. I've already met like a few people in real life that had this happen, where the parent got mad because of the divorce and held on for some reason to the kids, and then said that the other parent was really bad and made it like a really, just a big ordeal for the kids to just adamantly not care about the other parent. And they don't. And then they grow up and they're like, already now they're interested in their own lives, which I'm so proud of them for. But their personalities turned out different than how I was trying to like influence them to, like, not influence them, but what's that word when you're like, I was trying to instill little things for their life that I thought they would have fun with and stuff like that, but it didn't work. So I get here to Sikeston and I get my daughter's car, which I'm so grateful for, because it really is hard when you get identity thefted to like pick yourself back up, because like you don't, like, it's on the computer thing when they pull up my name when I try to like apply to make payments for cards, cars, loans, houses, anything that you're gonna try that involves money. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm doing this the old-fashioned way, and like I'm trying not to let like the hurt turn into where I'm like angry or anything, because like, well, I'm gonna pull myself out of it, and I'm just gonna think like it'll get something good will happen to me, so I won't have to like worry about it. But like, so I know I documented that there was like a person like kind of like not stalking, but like pushed me over on the road, like was an aggressive driver, like either he was already in a mad rage going somewhere and we just had our paths crossed, or like because he was yelling out of the truck. So there was that. Then there was the person that threw rocks at me, and like all this circles around. And my kids had a problem with it too, being picked on because they were Korean. So they had Korean in them. They have Korean and they have American, and it's very prejudiced in the South. And they're the only half Korean, half American kids. And half of this town's black, half of it's white. And then there's a few Chinese people and Japanese people, but they all put their kids in private schools. So my kids were constantly having to battle that all the time. And they were constantly never wanting me to get in the middle of it, because they would tell me, like, they'd be crying, and it was because somebody they thought was their so-called friend turned around and said they're not going to hang out with them anymore because they're Asian. And I know I already got a sense and feel that these people that my children were involved with, because their dad, allowed those kind of people in their lives, they're not the same characteristic as me. They're the kind of people that are like, "Hi, how are you doing?" But like in their heart, they don't like you. They're sickly. Or if they're not sickly, they're just hiding their evilness with eating all kinds of healthy food, but then being really evil and doing harmful things to others. Because my children went through so much stress. But anyways, that's besides the point. So I come back because, like, I can't compete with him. Like, I can't convince their dad to, like, let me be in their lives. So it's just like, oh, well, why didn't you try? Because I really couldn't. And I didn't make enough money to get a lawyer or anything. If I would have been, like, in a really good job and had a lot of money, I would have had a chance. But I didn't. So I had to let go of it. Well, all the while I'm dealing with this, and I come back to get a job, and people already have like this that they know about me, and it's so disturbing to my heart to know about these things that they've heard about me, that now I'm just kind of dealing with you disrupted and caused harm to my job. So all of these things are going to be done back to you. So I'm not going to do them, but you know what I mean. Like, now I'm going to go ahead and speak of to everyone who wants to watch me. So it was really horrible what the kid's dad did to him, and this really horrible childhood. I got over it, and I'm getting over not having the kids around me. So, like, I'll be okay, but all these horrible things, there's gonna be something done about them. Like, I just know that there's gonna be a way of something to be done about them. So I'm not worried about that. Like, I'm not a doormat. So, and whatever plans or thoughts that you're gonna try and do to disrupt, you know, like that's the kind of people they are. They just disrupt what I do. So, and I just made it easier for him to do it because I moved back to their dad's area. So I'm just ready to go. I haven't really been doing that great, as you can tell, because it matters on how you treat people to how they feel. So I was kind of going back and looking at my other videos. Struggle was a little bit different when I wasn't around like people that were hating me. So this has been really hard. I've been sleeping up at the Walmart. They have a homeless shelter here, but it's full of bed bugs. So I'm not staying in it. It'd be safer in this car. So now I'm going to talk about the Disney cult I might have accidentally joined. Because I was thinking about that all day, about how I really turned out so great, and I was in the cult my whole life. So I've been really excited to share that, and how I think like the haters just got way too carried away, and it's gonna blow up in their faces. It really is. And I'm just so proud of myself. Like the only times I run into bad times is when I allow bad people around me. And I don't know why I thought this time was going to be different. I guess I had it built in my head that me and the girls, because they still haven't like moved in with their boyfriends. So I had it in my mind that me and the girls were going to have our own apartment, because that's just how everyone does it. There's 3-4 people paying for an apartment. That way you can have something nice, and you're all kind of chipping in like $300 a month, which isn't bad. So that was when I realized that they ultimately hated me, because they just like they have been so hateful talking to me. So right now I don't call them, I don't talk to them, because I was trying to like text them, but I realized now that all these things that I'd been doing, like trying to talk to them about things, they would never heard any of it. So that's okay. I'm done with that. I've moved on. So now I'm just focused on back of myself again. And because I really did have put myself in like, okay, you're going to be thinking for you and your 2 daughters. But so it's just going to be me. So I am still planning on RV too. I said I'm going to do it, and I'm going to go there. And I might have a piece of land that I can park it on. Might. So anyways, usually that's how it works. Like, you end up making a relationship with the people you work for, and then they help you out if you're in the right kind of job. Now, if you're not in a good job, none of those things happen. And since I threw myself only halfway in when I first got here, that part I blame on me, but I'm gonna throw myself in 100%, which I have been for the last 2 months now. And next week I'm going up to the RV campground because I'm tired of the RV haters. I'm tired of the let's not do that because that is so ridiculous. I'm tired of hearing it. So I'm going to go up to the RV campground, and then I'm going to fill out the application because they have to see your employment. So they'll see all of what I've worked for the last, he can pull up since I was 17 years old. I have worked every day of my life. I have never not had a day of work. So I'm going to be doing that, and then I'm gonna see if I qualify. Oopsies, I'm sorry. Oh, I hope that didn't scare anybody. I'm gonna see if I qualify for the RV, and then I'm going to after that, I won't purchase it right then, because then actually, I should look for a piece of land to put it on first. So they always have that listed for, it's just always something that has always been advertised. So I want to live out in the country too. So I've never lived out in the country, but I got a chance to work out there. I got a chance to babysit kids out there. So as long as I have a gun, I'm good. So, and I won't shoot at night because you can't see. So that's a pinky promise. Pinky promise. So, shoot, what was I gonna say? They should have that like an illegal document. If you can't see it, you can't shoot at it. Anyways, I would hate for it to be like my pet wandered out of the house because of a traumatic situation happening. Because I remember after the divorce, the kids' pet kept running away because he's like, where are the children? Where are the children? My family, they were only here for a day. I don't even want to talk about it. I almost get sick. So, anyways, we're here now. I'm here now. So, I'm gonna do like full force in this, try the RV, and I'm definitely thinking about transferring my job. So, that's going to be exciting too. And I'm going to go further north. So those are just some goals that I don't have to worry about who hears, because I know they're good goals. Oh, I got to get a new vapor. Something wasn't going right with this one. I got to call I got to call the number because it was leaking stuff out of it earlier. And I did keep it in heat. But I did keep it in my plastic bag, and I noticed one of my other vapor sticks got like kind of warmish feeling in my plastic bag. So I very well could have done it with this one. I don't know. I'm keeping it out of my purse, and it's been doing okay. The whole reason why I came up here to the park, Oh, and more kids called me crazy because, duh, they see that I'm homeless, can't afford my bills, because I only work minimum wage and it's just me, because I didn't have a family. My family gave me up. Sometimes that happens to people, and just called me crazy. I guess maybe one day I hope he never becomes homeless, but if he does ever get in a situation like so many of us are, maybe he'll think before he yells out rude comments. But like I said a long time ago, I'm not going to let it bother me because I don't expect anything more from this town, because they raise up all of their children to be like this. I dealt with it in their school. Their very own volunteer grandmothers in the rooms with the children would yell and scream at the black children, at the Mexican children, at the half Asian, half American children, and all the other white children could run around and jump on the tables and scream and be crazy. I saw it because I went into the classroom. So it's just one of those things. I think we all need to keep our cameras on. I thought, you know what, don't get too over paranoid or you're going to look like a drug dealer. Isn't it only the drug dealers that are worried about that because they don't want the people that they sell drugs to going crazy and stealing from them? No, everyone should do it. And I had a camera that I bought for the girls to use in their room just while they were gone, because there were so many people going in and out of their house. So many fucking people. Excuse me. But they didn't turn it on, and I don't even know if they still have it, and it was just a $20 one. And I thought about getting one from Walmart again, because there's a way that you can plug it up to your car so you could have it. So like all these times that I'm driving around and I feel like something's off, like I've had a couple of times where I don't want to be paranoid, but there might be Mr. El Creepo has gotten the nerve up that he's gonna drive up close behind me, behind my car, and I don't like when people drive up close behind me, so I'll pull over. I'll pretend like I'm pulling in. Like, I won't even make it look like obvious or anything. I'll just be like, oh, there's where I'm supposed to go, and I'll put my blinker on and pull right in. And then, like, they go on down the road. So I'm like, I don't like it. I really don't. And I think, well, if I'm going to go and I'm going to have, to tell, I'm going to have to call the FBI. I'm going to have to tell them that someone's following me. And then because they usually call you back and then they give you numbers you can text them with. But I could just send them a video too and be like, well, here's a picture and everything, so that it's not me just rambling on and, oh, she left a number, or, oh, her dyslexic kicked in and she flipped around the X and the B, because it happens. It's not a big deal. But I mean, those are the kinds of things though that are like those. That's the kind of people I'm talking about. They can talk exactly that way, but flip it around so it really sounds like they are normal, but they purposely did it on purpose. And that's the kind of people that my kids' dad has been having them hang out with. That's what's been disrupting me, because I know it. I already know it, because I already have been around those kind of people, and I saw it. It's very disruptive to my character, and I don't know what it does to them. They claim to feel fine about it. It doesn't hurt them. They just are a little, off a little bit. I don't want to do it. I don't want my kids like it. But that's the path that they're on, and I can't stop it. So, but anyways, I was just thinking, I really want a camera on my surroundings pretty much all the time. I'm definitely going to get one when I get an RV. when I'm up at Walmart, I don't have to worry about it because if something happens, I go right into the Walmart office the next morning. I grab the video and then I call the FBI. But it is very prejudiced here. Very, very prejudiced. Okay, no one knows why I'm living in my car, but yet it's extremely funny to them that I've gotten a lot of people that'll drive by and just laugh at me, or they'll just like kind of sort of like give me this smug, like I'm not asking people for help. I'm not the fake homeless. I'm not the homeless that got money coming in, but I want to buy drugs instead of live in an apartment. When I can't drive around because you can't be fucked up driving, and you can't just park your car all day long living somewhere, so you gotta live on those streets to do those drugs with that money that you earned. And I'm not prejudiced against it. Do whatever you want. I don't choose that. That scares me, frankly. It really does scare me. Like, I would never go into that zone. But to just laugh at someone that you don't know why I'm homeless, I'm not gonna stop you aside and say, oh, by the way, I just got dealt bad luck, and the people I got involved with weren't the people I should have got involved with because they ruined my credibility and my reputation for their surrounding area. Like, I can go somewhere else and be okay, but when I'm in the area of where everyone's already established who they think I am, then it ruined my reputation. So, and the only reason why I'm not going to cry about it is because then I'd be feeling sorry for myself, and it would be as if I wasn't trying to do something about it. So I'm just going. I'm going to plug in these things. And let's talk more. Who wants to talk about who else was in the Disney cult? I want to talk about it. You can tell I was having a day or two. I didn't put my makeup on. I didn't do my hair. I do not feel pretty. I am not pretty without these things. So I did not feel pretty these last couple of days. I felt really like intimidated and like scared feeling. Like there's nothing I could do. Someone like hurt me, or like there was nothing I could do. I'd be like them, the victims, and I'm like so scared. I don't know what to do. I am getting a gun. I think we should all have guns. I think we should raise our children to have them too, and show them how to shoot, and be like, if mom's not around and dad's not around, and a stranger comes up to you, shoot them. These people aren't playing games. They fucking come up and grab people. They grab kids. They grab women. And they don't give a fuck. And, like, and that's not how you date. That's not a dating approach. So I know that if someone is walking up to me, you've got ill intentions and you need to be taken down. So that's how I felt the last 2 days. That's literally the way I felt. Like, put scissors in your pocket, sleeve, I don't like that feeling. I do not like that feeling. I do not. And I'm not going to live in a place any longer where I feel like it. I don't feel like this in Texas. I regret I didn't take that one job offer. When I was working at one job, I got a job offer to be a live-in somewhere. And I'm still kicking myself for not taking it. Still kicking myself. I guess because it was a price drop. That's why I didn't take it. It would have been a little bit of a price drop than what I was making. But I could have been living there, and I probably could have got a 5-hour away break and still worked both the jobs. It's just sometimes I am more mad at myself than I've ever been in my life for not taking an opportunity. So when an opportunity comes and you don't take it, that's your fault. It's not anybody's fault but your fault. And I had so many good opportunities that I did not take. I look back on them like, so next one, it's gone. Up and gone, up and gone. I'm still waiting because the person that I have the interview that I want to set up with, I'm still waiting on them, but I'm building up my gas money for that trip. So. Just because I'm smoking, I'm not sick. I'm going to take my purse. I'll be right back. I'm going to go charge my battery packs. Shit. It's cold out there. Oh, I wish I felt better. It really does. Your environment really does affect you, you guys. I used to think like, no, that's not true. But then I'm like, no, you ran away. You ran away and you were happy. You were so happy you ran away because you did not have to deal with any more hate, any more prejudice comments, none of that. You were making good choices with your life. You weren't fucking up anything. And oh my god, meeting good people. No, like standing up to the ones that are bad. God. And then I come back here. And it's just another setback. I wonder if this cord worked the whole time. for the audio, and I just didn't know that I had to push it. No, I think I was pushing the aux button. Anyways, I will have 2 cords. And I got pizza because I haven't even, you noticed, I haven't been eating. Like, I look bad. I really look bad. I'm having a bad day. I haven't felt like smiling, nothing. I'm not mad. I don't get mad. Notice that about myself. I never get mad. There's no point. But it's, what is it gonna do? But what I will do, if stuff doesn't stop, is I'm going to start, maybe, because there was a lawyer that said, like, I could even pay, like, $30 a month. It's not like things would go by fast, but if I consecutively paid her, and then you get up to, like, you think, well, $150 an hour is probably what a lawyer gets. So after you get up to that $150, you have I have everything ready. So in my hour that I would pay for $150, I would have all my documents, all my videos of stuff, all my times, dates, and then all of a sudden she can start working on my get back from it. Like, I won't have to. There's lawyers that handle stuff like that. Like, you don't have, that's what a lawyer is for. If you've been mistreated, you get yourself a lawyer so your lawyer can straighten them out so they don't mistreat you anymore. So that was what I always thought of a lawyer to be. But let's talk about the Disney gang. I'm in a cult, and I did not even know it. Or is just that what the hate group calls it? Or is certain cults okay? It's probably not an answer. There's some things that you can go on to, like, Yahoo or Bing or Google and search, and you will never ever find the answer. I've already asked it stuff, and I was like, oh crap, I'm really gonna have to ask a person if I want to know the answer to this, because I'm not getting any answers. So I literally, a child, as I am at the stop sign across the street from the school before I come down to the park, goes, crazy! I wasn't even going to turn my video on because I was watching stuff on YouTube like I like. I'm not really into this. Oh, do you want to do, like, talk? If anyone's on here who is watching me, person, you can talk. Talk to me. I'm now dealing with, I have been possibly in this fun cult where I turned out great. Look, I'm so excited. I'm really excited. Like, I literally lived by Disney. And then for the first 5 years, which, by the way, I have witnesses on how great my children were because I raised them for the first 5 years. I was okay with, like I said, I didn't love them. I didn't know. I still don't know if there's really love. But anyways, I just knew, like, you get married, you get a house, you get a car, you have kids. Like, okay. So I did all that, and I was having fun shopping. I love my house. I love my kids. But I don't love him because that's not why you have a man. So anyways, that was what I thought, And so I'm doing great though. I have witnesses. Like, my first 5 years, I was so a good mom. I loved being a mom. So anyways, it was fun. Got 5 years of it. I gotta hurry up and get my things charged before the drug dealers come in. They scare me too. They don't bother me, but like I'm not into drugs. Sorry, I've never been into drugs. I used to think like, oh, maybe it's just a guy thing, and like, and that's because I've never known a female to do drugs other than marijuana and turn out okay. Like, I don't know. I think it does something to female brains. Like, we can drink and we can smoke pot, but anything else, I've never seen a female turn out okay on those. But anyway, so I used to think, well, but the guys can handle it. The guys can handle it. So I don't care if my future guy does drugs. No. I have now made a final decision that I do not want any drugs. I don't want a guy that does drugs. I'm sorry, but that's dumb. So dumb. And I don't want him drinking. I don't drink. It's stupid to drink. Just saying. I've never seen it turn out right. They just sit there, they drink, and then they start talking. What in the hell is the point of that? I thought that was for curing colds and getting ready to go to sleep. But no, now this has become a communicable thing. We're going to be communicable. And now we have to sit and have conversations while we're all drunk. Fucking God. Never seen anything like this in my fucking life. I'm trying to figure out what made me smart. I think at the end, what made me feel really, really smart was when at the end I was like coming out of like my physical deformities that I had gotten from the abuse from the people that adopted me. I think I felt like smartest because I was like, my eyes just opened to the actions of all of it. So it's like when something bad happens to somebody, there's like all these things that occur before it even happens. And I guess it was like that moment when I realized I was being abused, instead of it just being like, rough times or whatever I was thinking. I can't remember what I was thinking. A lot of times I would think that, that was the way that some people did it. Some people just live like that. And that one day when I got old enough and I didn't have to live there, that I was going to do things differently. I thought that a lot. The majority of the time, actually, I thought that. But then after it sunk in that, I'm in the healing process, like, how horrible, like, they really were. Like, I still get sometimes little, like, little memories that'll come back, and it'll be like, it's not so much anymore, but sometimes I get triggered. Just something will trigger me, and it'll just be like, oh, like, I remember those times or something, like, it's just weird. But most of the time, I just am so proud that I'm like on my own. and I really want out of this area. This area is really dragging me down. I'm not for sure if there might be something like those things where it's like put in the negative energy like into the air, like those cell phone towers that have so much of the radiation, like maybe there's a lot of stuff like that go. I don't know, it's weird because it's just the mood of people is just a real weird, just a real weird mood. But I never wanted to be here. I didn't. So it's just the atmosphere. And I think there is something really bad going on here because of the prejudicism. There's some towns that aren't prejudiced. Bloomington, Illinois, they're not so much. I didn't really feel either that Peoria was. Peoria, Illinois, it's just a little bit more, there's actually a lot more crime there. So you're really just like, nose to the ground, keep focused on what your destination is, get to your destination, get to your stuff, get back home. Like don't mess around. You're not going to be hanging out. You're not going to be saying hi to random strangers. You're just going to get your stuff and you're going to go back home. So that's Peoria. Bloomington, you're going to make friends with all your neighbors. You're going to end up going places together with most of them. You're going to join little clubs, and then you're going to make friends there and hang out with each other. So Bloomington was just really, really fun. And they were not prejudiced. Like, literally, it wasn't even they weren't prejudiced, and it was like black and white. Like, I mean, basically, that's most of America. It was more or less a little bit of everyone. Like, from over in the countries in Africa, Australia, China, India, and there was American couples there too. All American, both American. Can't remember. It was a long time ago, but I met them. It was really fun. Scary. I don't like the dark. There's no mosquitoes out. I have 2 more incense sticks. I should light them. I miss being happy and in a good mood. I hate that it brings me down here. It's like, it feels like what my friend said before she moved. Because she followed her dream and got out of here too. She said, it feels like there's this dark cloud over the top of you all the time here, pushing you down. And it's true. You have to, make yourself, be happy. And I know that sometimes in life you have to make yourself come up out of a bad situation. But not like this. This could be there is nothing wrong with you. You are perfectly okay. You had a good day, all your stuff. You had a good week. you're enjoying yourself, and then you come into Sykeston and it's not, you don't get, ooh, I wish I could just I wish the screen allowed feelings. I still have to do my nails, but every time I start to do my nails or like start to do something with my hair or something, it's always like somebody pulls up right beside me, and then I'm like, okay, like I know you're having fun making fun of me and everything. Like my life isn't going to be like this forever, so like, you know, you see this town, you see it crumbling. It's just full of you, people like you that work and have money, and then there's a few homeless people that pretend to be homeless, and then there's a lot of criminals that are going in and out of jail all the time, and then there's a lot of drugs, and then there's the people that pretend to be homeless and they're not. Today I didn't want to videotape it because I I don't know how anyone would feel about this, but if anyone's been to Sykeston, Missouri, they know that there's homeless people that stand by Walmart and McDonald's and they collect money. So today, this was new. There was a man standing by the Ollies, and he had a cardboard sign and it said smile. And every time a car would pull up to the stop sign, he'd open it real quick and then he'd shut it. And he had a dog with him, and the dog was constantly barking. And I thought, what a jerk. Like, that is a real insensitive jerk. Because how many people right now are like searching for like a new home because they lost theirs? I bet there's more than just me. And then you're sitting there mocking homeless people. Basically, that's what I felt like. You're sitting there making fun of the people that really are trying to like work and struggle. This town is full of evil people. If you're evil and you're watching me and that's how you have your fun, then you're going to have a lot of friends if you come here. Come on, talk to me. I was in the Disney cult. I just heard about that a couple of days ago. That Disney really is a cult, possibly, and I'm trying to determine. No, don't go. I'm trying to determine if this was a lie, if this is the hate group, or if it's, because everyone's jealous, and you know what jealous people do? They try and ruin your life. So, did the hate group try and ruin Disney's life by now saying they're a cult? Or was it really an okay thing? Like, you can't, it's just like, I thought about it. If anyone would have tried to intervene and try and step in and take me away from the family that adopted me, and I'm talking about all of them, not just the two, I'm talking about both sides. All of them, their families too, were all involved, all knew what was going on with me. So, and everyone says, well, it's the family's job to help out. Well, I was adopted, and none of them, they were all okay with this. They were all okay with this. So, there was no hope for me. So then I started thinking about it. Well, I understand what people think. you can't get involved with someone else's child because they're going to try and hurt you. So why would you risk your life over a child that's being hurt when you would put your own life in risk? I get that. I get that. I get it. So I'm glad it's over. I'm glad that I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm happy with my life for the most part. I wish I had a little bit more money, but that'll come. That'll come. I'm not worried about that one. Anyways, it's just really hard to watch myself struggle and then watch the people around me hate on me because I'm going through a struggle. That's been the really creepy, weird part. So it's what would be my comeback to someone yelling crazy at me because I'm homeless? Because literally in some places they hate the homeless, so they would automatically assume that I'm in here shooting up dope, get ready to go steal from the store or someone's house or someone's yard or someone's car or someone's garage. And I'm going to wreak havoc and I'm going to spread diseases. And, I don't like knowing that risk. I don't like knowing that I'm a sitting duck, possibly, because I sleep at Walmart at night and I don't have an actual roof, which, God, it's a big deal. Honestly. Anyways, I worked 6 hours today. That's not bad. Okay, so yes, no one likes me, but that's okay. Well, I mean, not that you don't like me, but I understand if you don't want to talk about the possible Disney cult that I've been in since the age of 4. I think that's when I linked in and started realizing that wasn't okay to live like that. I wonder if they thought that I was thinking that, because I was really quiet when I was a kid. Well, I didn't talk at all to them. I was a true sponge. I just sat there and took it all in. And decided what I was going to do with my life when I became a grown-up. Okay, I'm tired of being so silly. Really, does anyone want to talk about the Disney cult that I possibly am in right now? And maybe, should I be worried? Do I need to get out of it? God. first thing in my mind is I don't want out. If it is a cult, I'm happy. I'm happy in it. Like, I literally was thinking tonight, I want to go into Walmart and I want to get the LA Colors bronzer for my face because with my dusting and everything, so I can put on my oil, then I can put on my bronzer, and I think it'll be better for my pores for me cleaning. And then, the highlighter, not the bronzer, it's a highlighter. So you do the light, little dark, light, medium dark, and then blend, lipstick, mascara. And I love LA Colors because they're not on the cancer thing. So it's our makeup to save us money and look beautiful because you don't get cancer from it. Who's on here? Possible Disney cult. I want to talk about it. So, and I was going to get the B-Tan, the B period or dot, B dot tan. I wanted to get that tonight. And I want to shave my legs and I want to put it on because you don't have to wash it off for like 6 or 7 hours if you want to wear it and then wash it off. And then, because now I've been in the sun. I think that might be why I was getting a little orange, is because I put it on and I didn't get that much sun. Now my arms, the top of my arms have always gotten sun, and they were like a slightly different color than on the light part of me. So I was thinking, now that I have more sun vitamin built up in my body, that the actual tan stuff will be brown. Excuse me. And I'm still on my period. It's almost over. So anyways, so I was thinking about that and cause tomorrow, full force again. I'm going full steam ahead. 100. I'm actually gonna do 150%. So 50% is when I go. Actually, I should go to the Dollar Tree. What time is it? It's 8:30. Do I remember seeing makeup at the Dollar Tree? They have really good makeup at the Dollar Tree. They really do. Because it's LA Colors. LA Colors is always going to be on that $3, $2, and I am for sure it's not expired. I've never had a breakout, always blended. Oh, and then I could go get, the B-Tan at the Walmart. And then it will be a late night again, but I don't have to wake up early in the morning. I think that's what I should do. This is so crazy. And then I was thinking, if instead of doing it here at the park, and I know I'm not scaring little children. Don't call me a Karen because I'm not scaring children. You know who's scaring children? The drug dealers. The drug dealers are scaring the children. Also, I've heard quite a few screaming fits of children not wanting to get into cars to leave from the park. Never did I have my children screaming to not want to leave. So you already threw your flag that was red out to whoever was looking. A lot of people do it just, ew. Let's not even talk about this. Because that's not my world that I built around me. My world has like good things in it, good people. Good things are going to be happening. Like this, my bad luck is going to start to go away. Because I am starting to remove myself from the bad luck. So, yay! I don't. Ooh, I'm getting so frustrated with this vapor stick. I should just get a new one. I'm not. There's barely any smoke comes out of it. It says it needs charged. You say so. I think it really was my plastic bag. Okay, so I only have 9% battery, and I want to get the tanner stuff, the makeup. It's 8:30. I think I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree and get that bronzer makeup powder makeup because I'm getting little pimples. I'm using those wipes. I wasn't getting pimples before, but I was using tan stuff, so it is kind of a protectant for your skin. And maybe I just won't use it on my face, and I'll always just wear makeup. I'll wear makeup to go to bed, makeup to go to sleep. I might put a little teeny bit on it, but not like a heavy layer. Let's see if it does it after one little teeny charge. It does. Excuse me. Okay. I'm going to get my battery packs, and I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree. Yeah, I think the B-tan was okay. Hold on. I'm going to have to look something up really quick. Hold on a second.